Okay, so for the Cook by Gustavus, we decided to make some mac and cheese, some exceptional mac and cheese. I'll take you to the camera over here. We have, as you can see, quite a few dishes.
Did some damage.
Lots of unnecessary, or very necessary
messes.
very necessary messes for the greater scheme. So we started out by shredding some extra sharp cheddar, which, you know, as from our cheese unit, it is a more like, it gives you that bite. We then mixed in some mozzarella and provolone, which is more of a neutral creamy cheese, I think.
Yep.
That's why we did it. And we also added a little bit of Parmesan into the breadcrumbs that are going to be on top of
Some panko.
On top of the mac and cheese. So to make this cheese sauce, we made a roux that was very thick at first. We didn't really know if it was gonna be successful.
It's looking a little weird.
It was looking, kind of like a dough. But then we added the milk. We added our own buttermilk mixed in with whole milk as well.
Use that. And I guess I threw it away, but yeah, the homemade buttermilk was some of this, and then we curdled it with a lemon. We figured that would be more convenient than buying buttermilk right before break and throwing it away. So,
and more authentic, more involved in the process. So after we made the roux, we mixed that in. I think we said that, and that started to make this creamy consistency, more of a thick consistency. And then we started to slowly add in the cheese that really thickened it up. And then we used a method that I had never really heard before in a cheese sauce, and we added beaten eggs. To the and which, because it was really really thick. It was too thick. The cheese, it was like the cheese pull on it. You could go for feet, yards. But the eggs really made it more of a runny consistency, more of a goopy,
smoothed out the sauce.
Yeah, smoothed out the sauce. It was creamy.
Probably, I'd have to guess that was a result of the yolk being extra fatty, which kind of added a little bit of smoothness to where there was none.
A goop factor to it. After we did that, we boiled the elbow macaroni noodles and
with copious amounts of salt.
It was
a full tablespoon, and when I tasted it, I was a little bit concerned because it was incredibly salty. But we didn't riff on that one. We trusted the recipe, so hopefully we won't be biting into a heart attack's worth of sodium.
We're already, there's bacon in it too, so it's already going to be super salty. We added the noodles to the sauce.
Yep.
And then after adding the noodles to the sauce and mixing that all together, we moved it into a baking sheet. Or not baking sheet, a baking dish, a hot dish casserole thing.
Acrylic baking dish?
Ceramic.
Ceramic, yeah. Like a Pyrex dish kind of thing.
And then sprinkled some breadcrumbs on top that was treated with Parmesan cheese.
And then, what was it? Salt, pepper,
cayenne pepper, mustard.
Ground mustard.
That was interesting. As well as pulverized bacon. We made our own bacon bits out of so we have some bacon dust that's actually delicious.
We improvised with the blender because our chopping method left it much too thick to mix in properly. So, yeah.
And now we're waiting for that to come out.
It's an hour-long process.
Yeah, we started quite some time ago.
Hour-long for professional chefs. Anything but professional.
We were lacking in some knowledge and things. Should we talk about what
mac and cheese means to us?
Yeah. Why don't you lead the charge on that one?
Yeah. So, I've been an avid mac and cheese eater since my early youth days when my mom, I remember specifically, would cook the Kraft variety. I don't think I ever liked the special shapes or anything, but it was certainly
did hit.
Yeah, certainly just the original Kraft mac and cheese with a dollop of butter and maybe some milk in it. I feel like I wouldn't have been able to notice when I was a child if the recipe had any variation to it. But it was always quite the simple mac and cheese, and as I grew up, I started to notice how simple
So what
it
we
was.
were talking about?
Yeah, okay, so we're back. Our video ended suddenly because the iPhone storage ran out.
Yep.
I was talking about something about family.
Yeah, what mac and cheese means to
What
you.
it means. The recipes got more complicated as I got older because of my nuanced taste, but I would always find my way back to the simple craft recipe or the Annie's, maybe with some spice
Right out of the box.
variation or
Yeah,
some
that powdered
seasoning.
cheese.
Yeah, but it's always just been kind of a comfort food to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, Joel?
It was very similar to me for me too. Macaroni and cheese was always something that I would come home and eat. It was probably honestly like the first thing that I was able to cook by myself. Like one of the things that, other than like scrambled eggs or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so it's
The
like
mark of independence.
yeah, mark
Coming
of independence.
independence,
Yeah,
thematically.
absolutely. It was kind
Yeah.
of like the turning point of when I started to cook for myself more and do stuff
Yep.
like that. But I actually had an interesting relationship with mac and cheese. I love it, and I had the shells.
Annie's?
like
the
Annie shells, like white cheddar shells.
Yeah.
I ate way too many.
Oh
Puked.
no.
I ended up, yarfing, and I wasn't able to eat shelled mac and cheese for.
Oh, so like a sensory kind
Like,
of
yeah.
aversion to it. At that
Yeah,
point.
dude, it scarred me. I
Oh, no.
look at it like the mac and cheese was gonna eat me, and I wasn't gonna
Oh.
yeah. But I eventually got over that, and shelled mac and cheese, like with the Annie's, is the best.
Rose up. To
Yeah,
being one of
rose
the
up.
favorites.
Yeah. But it also means like a good, like mac and cheese is like a good sense of community. Everybody likes mac and cheese. It's always at like a barbecue,
Yeah.
or it's always at like it's been at my family
sort of
Thanksgiving
Community,
forever.
like gathering.
It's an easy
holidays.
dish to make for a lot of people.
Yep.
And everybody, it's like a crowd pleaser.
Everyone
likes
has
it.
their variation
Yeah,
on it too.
uh-huh.
They riff. Like,
yeah.
They bake it.
Some addition that no one else has.
Yeah.
So it's a very like unique dish, and you can go as simple or as complex as you want.
Yep.
Which is could be like a metaphor for your life if you really wanna. I really want to milk it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and as far as like the Gustavus mission is, I think.
Oh yeah. Should we pull that up? real
Community,
quick?
yeah. Community is like one of their missions, and mac and cheese is like a a
community of
builder.
persons from diverse backgrounds.
Well, from diverse backgrounds. It was like if everybody was to bring a mac and cheese that they like to an event, and everybody was asked to bring a mac and cheese, I don't think any two of those mac and cheeses would be like exactly the same.
No, there would be some sort of
So
nuance.
like it like everybody comes from that like diverse background
Mm-hmm.
to the community, and I just think that it's a really cool dish that it's everybody likes.
Yep.
Most people at least.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, as far as the college seeking to promote the open exchange of ideas and the independent pursuit of learning, I also think there's nothing more both independent and related to cultural exchange than there is cooking, especially with these kind of individualized community-based recipes. Like if you go to a cookout and you observe a recipe that is delicious, the first thing you're going to do is ask, how did you make that?
Yeah.
And that exchange of ideas is both reflected in the Gustavus mission and in the way we cook, the way we eat, the way we interact with community. Did you just burn your
a
hand?
little bit. Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it's a hazardous workspace.
Yeah.
The casual lean didn't work out.
Yeah, no, it's trying to look cool.
Yeah. So, in terms of food being a teaching moment, I mean, we definitely learned something today. That was probably one of the most complicated
Absolutely.
recipes I've ever made.
It took well over an hour to make mac and cheese. It is usually something that takes no more than as long as it takes to boil the noodles.
Yeah. So, independently pursuing learning a complicated mac and cheese recipe.
Absolutely.
We have anything else?
I think that's it.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.